Good morning, everyone. We want to welcome you back. We're going to take you through our morning orientation process and then happenings that will unfold throughout the day that everybody will need to become accustomed to. This is typically what morning check-in is going to look like. We'll line up outside of the front doors on 4th Street. We do have a designated indoor. The student entrance is designated as an outdoor. Every time we come in, leave the building, and then come back in, we will need to have our temperature checked. We'll have our mask on. If we're bringing items into the building, we are limited to a very small size bag. So 8 by 10 is the biggest that we can go with that. When we check in, you will have a questionnaire that's downloaded and you'll need to answer that on your phone. So if we can do that ahead of time, it'll make the check-in process way easier and way faster, and then everybody can get to where they want to be. So when we come out in the morning, first thing that we're going to do is check for your questionnaire that we've answered all no's to the questions. Then we're going to go ahead and take your temperature. We have a touchless thermometer. 97.1. So we'll be checking everybody that comes in. Rex, check your temperature. It's a little warm. Oh, see, now he's in the sun. All right, we're going to say 97.1 as well. Okay. So then we can go in. Again, we want to make sure that our mask is on properly. We'll be checking for your bags. Can I see do you have your check-in? If your questionnaire is not filled out, we're going to have you step aside. Go ahead and fill that out. If our line gets a little bit big here, once your temperature has been taken, we're going to have you come over and wait on our designated social distancing spots. We always need to stay 6 feet apart. Questionnaire looks great. $96.9. Once you get inside, you'll be checking in with Heather for attendance. If you do not have a mask, we have masks available for you. Any items that'll be coming in that are too big, we have items that are too big. We're going to have that contents emptied. It can't come into the building. So then there'll be an educator here or staff member that will give you a bag to transfer your contents. Perfect. So we want to remember items that we're bringing in should not be of an absorbent material type. So it should be something that you can wipe down and sanitize. Maybe step forward just a little bit. Your questionnaire. Perfect. All no's on your questionnaire?
Mask.
Fabulous. It's getting too warm in the sun. 96.9. Good morning.
Morning.
Your questionnaire is all no's?
Yes.
Perfect. 96.9. Fabulous. So what we want to share with you as well is during lunchtime, the designated area is going to be in the Grand. If you are not going to venture outside of the building, we encourage you to get outside and get some fresh air. When we're outside, we always want to remember our social distancing. We have to sit 6 feet apart. We need to have our masks on. And that's why when you're eating, it's very hard to have this on. So 6 feet apart or more. We value everybody's safety, and it's so important. If one person gets sick, it could spread very quickly, and we want to take every precaution that is not going to happen.
Hello everyone, we are going to talk about sanitation. It's really important that we sanitize our hands at all times. So here is a sink that, of course, that we're going to actually sanitize our hands. We are going to, of course, put a little soap on. And you want to make sure that you wash your hands 20 to 30 seconds. And of course, you know, everybody knows their ABCs, but we are going to say our mission. Our mission at Aveda is to care for the world we live in, from the products we make to the ways in which we give to society. At Aveda, we strive to set an example for environmental leadership and responsibility, not just in the world of beauty, but around the world. All right, so you just really want to make sure that anytime you're touching anything that you sanitize and that you're aware of that at all times. All right, so you want to make sure after you wash your hands that you are going to spray down everything that you do touch. So you want to make sure that you're spraying down all areas. And of course, here's the paper towels that you're going to make sure that you wipe down, make sure everything's nice and clean, because that's so important that you clean up after yourself. And look at that. Voila! All right, so here we are at the restroom, and you want to make sure that you knock on the door to see if anybody is in there before you enter. Only one person can go in there at a time. So please do not gather or anything like that, which is really, really important. So Lynn's showing you as an example. And is anybody in there? Nobody's in there.
Hello, I am so parched. So in visiting the watering purifier, we want to grab a Kleenex. Make sure not to touch any part of your beverage container to the faucets. Grab your Kleenex, and then you can dispense your water. And as long as you have this, there's nothing to wipe down, and we're good to go.
All right, so here we're going to sanitize our station with barbicide spray, not the wipes. The wipes are meant for your tools. So what we're going to do, we're going to spray down our chair. These come off, so you can make sure that you spray everything here. Okay, you want to make sure you're spraying down your whole chair, your whole station needs to be wiped down. And you need to do this when you leave for lunch and then when you leave for the day. Oops. All right. Also, everything around your station, again, is wiped down. The inside of your station needs to be sprayed down too. Okay, so everything that you touched, especially on both sides. And then you want to also spray down your mirror. There you go.
Hi, I'm Darlene, and this is Sarah, and we are a couple of your SD educators. Welcome to the third floor where you'll be having your class. You can see right behind me, you'll be coming up these stairs, and then right behind me is Studio 1, where we will have the day class coming. And then let's go. These are your lockers, As you can see, we have them color coded. So you'll be assigned a color with your name on it, and then we'll just have you go to your locker at different color coded times so that we can keep our 6 feet apart. And then right this way is going to be the bathroom. So if you need to use the restroom, we will wait right here. We also have one at a time in the restroom, and then we'll wait 6 feet apart. And then as you can see behind me is going to be Studio 2, which is where the split class will be. And also there's always going to be educators up here, so when you get here on your first day, don't worry, we'll be here to answer any questions that you have and to guide you where you need to go. We're excited to see you.